but then we get pulled back. I know that we've gone much further than, you know, just so we can go there, but it's not easy for us to stay there unless and until the macabre, basically. Once that forms, it's much easier to go to different dimensions and do a lot of different
So why do we want to do this? Like, I'm sitting here, I have no knowledge of, you know, feeling that I do that. So
why do we do it?
Why are we talking about this?
It's important to know yourself, know thyself. And so that you can take back your reality and this world that we're living in. The children that you bring through are more conscious. It's all about consciousness and being awake 24/7 to know what life really is and how taking back our birthright, basically. That infinite potential. Not just hearing about it, but living it. That's what we're here to do. And we need to become conscious and merge all the worlds and realms. And that's what we're doing right now.
It's like
you're 99% spirit and 1% human.
Yeah, and 99% spirit, 1% human. And right now you're 1% human. It's like, well, that's the most important thing. Why do I want to play around in this world? Yeah, but it's extremely, extremely important, particularly if you don't like what's happening in the world and knowing that we're all responsible for it. What are we going to do? Are we going to continue, sit back and continue to watch all this happen? Or are we going to do what we can?
So what can we do with the knowledge that we astral travel? I guess this is might be jumping ahead. Like,
well, that's fine.
How does it benefit me to know that I do this without not, you know, how does the awareness help?
Basically what we're trying to say is that we are anyway doing it, but let's become aware of it so that we have more control of it, so we can use it. Yeah. It's another state of reality. Yeah. Just how many hours do we sleep? Yeah. And how many hours do we, you know, stay awake, and how many hours do we daydream? Yeah. You're going into different states of reality, and they're all parts of us.
The question is, to me, is like, what's the point of staying awake when I'm driving? How does this benefit me? Right. Because that's what it is, just that.
So what you're saying is that when someone is unconscious of, like I am, or unaware of that I astral travel at night, it can be doing harm, or it can be going to bad places? Is that what?
No, it's not going to bad places, but it's actually a huge part of your reality. Right. It's you.
And determines what your waking reality will be.
It's connected. It's all connected.
Okay, so when I wake up and I'm having an anxiety attack, something has happened.
That's right. You've just given your power away, and now he's going to get played out.
And the other thing is that it helps us to, we instantly manifest in the other states of reality. So it helps us to actually clear, or, you know, what we don't want to deal with here in the waking life, we can clear it out in the dream time, or the astral, or whatever. And if you, sorry, go ahead first.
No. I was going to say it's all related to this, because the control is the big thing, because I didn't realise you had any control. And I would see things written on walls and stuff, or a book would open, or a cover of a book, and I could never read it, it was all blurry. And then I realised,
in your dreams,
in my dreams, and then I'd go, oh, clarify that for me. And then it started to clear, and I could actually read some more. And if you run into a person, I always thought, you know, well, that's, you can actually ask them questions and stuff. And your awareness that you can do that changes what goes on in your dream state, because you then realise, oh, I'm actually in control here.
Even if it's cryptic to you as well, if things are cryptic and you're not quite understanding the meat and exactly the same thing, clarify it. Same for you. If it's cryptic, say, I need it simplified for me.
And they will.
Yeah.
You have control over it. It's like you have all these angelics and guides and beings that are here to assist you, but if you never ask them to help you with anything, you know, when do you ever get to find out that you can make things simpler for yourself? It doesn't have to be that hard and complex. Clarify it for me. It's well said. It's true.
And a lot of times we get a lot of our clues there. So we need to learn to interpret them, right? So we have to practice really figuring these aspects of ourselves out as well, to get full awareness of who we are.
It's interesting, clarity was exactly what everyone mentioned yesterday, about what they were sort of trying to get from meditate, what, you know, in as many words, if you didn't mention that. So what you said was asking for it, and more information will appear.
Yeah. And right before going to bed, just say, or throughout the day, I'm dreaming, I'm dreaming, I'm dreaming, I'm dreaming, I'm dreaming. Just have it like a mantra kind of a thing, and then you can write little notes under your pillow. I'm dreaming, or dream guides help me remember kind of a thing. And because you say you're dreaming throughout waking life, when you're sleeping, you hear it like in your dream, I'm dreaming, I'm dreaming, I'm dreaming. That mantra is still playing to remind you. So you set little reminders in waking life for the dream to go off, little alarms in the dream realm for yourself. Be like, oh, I'm dreaming. Now the tricky thing when you're in a dream realm is that it changes very quickly because of our concept of time there is very different. Like I said, in a dream it feels like hours or days have gone by, but in actuality it's only seconds or minutes. The movie Inception actually is very accurate as well. You can go with dreams within dreams, but let's not get too complicated here. Let's just simplify it. It's important once you know you're dreaming in the dream, is you have to kind of maintain the reality or the awareness of it for a certain amount of time. 3 to 5 seconds is pretty good. So as soon as you know that you're dreaming, you need to stop and look at your hands, or look at the clocks, or any signs to try to figure out where you are. Most of the time, any kind of written information or even numbers will be quite scrambled. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever seen the movie Waking Life. It's very accurate when they show the clocks or things like that, what happens. So it gives you an ability to stop for a second, pay attention to this reality and where you're in, what's happening. If you're able to do that long enough, again, the door will open up and you're able to go and do whatever you want. If you want to fly, if you want to play, if you want to go talk to Tesla, if you want to talk to loved ones that's passed away, if you want to go to another planet, that's the opportunity to be able to do that.
Yeah. So you kind of play with a little bit of your meditation, a little bit of dream time, conscious reality, doing the research, and things start piecing together really fast. I mean, that's the idea. It happens so fast at that time because you're just doing it all the time and you're just piecing things together all the time. So and then at some point the dream state, I mean, it just totally gets, how do I say it? It sort of overlaps. So you could, like for example, yesterday I had left my scarf there, right, in the restroom, and then I was here and I was going to sit down and I realized I don't have it. So I said, oh, I must have left it there. I have to go and get it. And then you walk back with my scarf. So it's pretty instantaneous in real life as well.
Because what it is every single reality playing out simultaneously, kind of a thing. And here we just have this one reality that we're focusing on, like that poem we were talking about yesterday. Are you a man dreaming a butterfly, or a butterfly dreaming a man? In the dream, you're aware more of things like that. And just remembering to ask your dream guides. Remember to ask your dream guides to help you to remember.
Okay, just remind me.
Yes, help me remember.
I have to get my memory book first and remember to
remember.
Yeah, it's also teaching us about manifestation here, because we, when we say we have to take responsibility of manifestations, we have to learn that somewhere. So we are kind of learning it there, and then once you're able to stay with that same integrity at all times, it really starts manifesting very fast in real life as well. I'm not talking about huge, humongous things, and just little things that will manifest.
You can do huge things,
You
but
can.
you start with the little and you work your way up to the bigger things and test it out and see what you can do.